Boy, you are a walking mood board, aren't you?
Yes, oh my God, you get me, you see me. Andy, first of all, I cannot thank you enough for doing this with me.
My pleasure.
You are someone that I truly admire. I have a lot of questions about live because we're going to be live.
Yes, we need to talk, Drew.
Why did you want to do live?
Live is so exciting. I mean, the fun thing about live is that you actually can get away with more being live. If you make a mistake, it's like, we're live. And guess what? We're really live. We didn't just go back and fix that. So I love the spontaneity of live, and I love, sometimes it all goes to hell. But that to me is the thing that people respond to the most, and I lean into, so we're not perfect. I think there's so many kind of shiny floor shows that seem perfect and nothing ever goes wrong. And so life isn't that way. So I think live lets you capture a real moment, and I like to do that.
I am the most imperfect person, so
Okay, great.
I really embraced what you just said.
Yes, good.
But it's funny because I've never wanted to do theater and I'm sure my family does a rotisserie churn in the grave every time.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, why?
Right.
You should be on the boards, darling.
Right.
But I love in film that if you do make a mistake, you do get a second chance.
I love the idea that if it's a great morning in America, you're going to say it's a great morning in America. If it's a rough morning, you may say it's a rough morning, but we're going to make it great. So at least some acknowledgement of what's going on in the ether, I think, is really cool.
When the show first got pitched to me over a year ago, it was going to be live, and then they changed that, and even our pilot everything was set for a tape show.
Okay.
And then I begged. In 2020, I said, I don't know how to do this show not live.
Well, can I give you a red flag?
I'm dying for a red flag.
Okay. Here's the deal, Drew Barrymore.
Please, Andy Cohen.
You are a glorious, rushing river of words, okay? Now, you are going to be spinning plates on live television. You got to make the river of words a trickle. You know what I mean? I mean, you need to condense, man. Are you working on that?
I think because of 2020
Yes.
and the nature of the world, at every minute, our show has basically been possible or not possible.
Yes. Yeah, right.
So I've tried to live in a state of going on and persevering and figuring out how to be technologically advanced, meet the moment, be innovative, and yet there is a part of you until you get that real go.
Right.
And we just got like our real go. We've been in a complete purgatory.
Okay.
And now it's so official and happening. Like nothing's going to happen, I think, in the world that's going to stop this train on September 14th. So that part of it is really landing with me for the first time.
Okay. So my question was, are you working on condensing your thoughts into bits?
And I didn't do that just now.
No, you did not. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm telling you, this is a growth opportunity. The other piece of advice that I could say is, Kelly Ripa told me this actually. You think, oh my God, that was so great. Or you think, oh my God, that was so bad. It's never as amazing as you thought it was, and it's never as bad as you thought it was. And the other thing is, you have to do it all again tomorrow. So it's a constant growth. So you're measured not by show, but by the whole cumulative experience or the vibe that you're giving people,
I think I'm really bad at the rearview mirror in life. I'll make a decision and then ask myself 20 times over, was it the right one? But I don't have a big rearview mirror when it comes to work. I'm much more about the next thing.
Oh, good. That's a really healthy vibe. I just have such positive feelings about your show because I think we as a nation are in a place where we're looking for an escape and we're looking for good news or positivity. And you're a good news, positive lady that a lot of people love and connect with. And so I think for that reason, this is going to go well.
I'm utterly flawed too.
Well, that's good, but that's why we relate to you also. You know, we've seen you since you were Gertie. We've seen you on your highs and on your lows, you know, but we want to run up to the pitcher's mound and kiss you because you've never been kissed, you know?
And ironically, I just, you know, what's interesting to me is, and I told my daughter this yesterday, when you know you are capable of change, though, it is one of the ultimate senses of freedom because you know you're not stuck. So I do know that whatever I battle with in life, I always, even if it takes way too long, I will get there to fix it, be honest about it, and move forward and look forward to the next thing I have to conquer.
Yeah, you're a closer.
Thank you. I've never heard that before.
You are. It's what's interesting is that if I look at your life story and I think, wow, you know, there have been some major speed bumps in your life, the triumphs are what you look at, and that's what makes you a closer.
Work has kept me accountable my whole life.
Right.
I've been a good girl, like with work.
Yes, you can't have had the career that you have and be as diversified as you are if you're a complete by the way.
But it was on your show, and I drank too much, and I have never forgiven myself, nor will I ever forgive myself.
Really?
Because whatever personal thing I do, nobody sees it, even though I'm an imperfect person, and I tout that, and I've had that liberty since I was a kid because it was all out there.
Yeah.
And it was either boo-hoo about it or say, God, it's sort of redeeming to not have to pretend to be perfect. But I really want to apologize to you because I really I will never let that happen again.
Oh,
and
God.
I'm
Well,
so sorry.
you know, I'm used to people being overserved on my show, and so I don't even have a totally clear memory of it. But you don't need to apologize to me for being overserved on my show. That happens.
Ah, God.
You're
and
in
I'm
a great club of people.
You have every kind of person on your show. Everyone has come to play, from Meryl Streep to Oprah.
Yeah.
And then you have to be the UN ambassador with the greatest skill set, you know, in your reunions.
Yes.
And what you have done is my favorite thing in the world. You have mixed tones.
I love you for getting that because I am all about high and low. And that is my entire goal in everything that I'm doing. Yes.
I see it crystal clear.
Thank you.
I admire it.
Thank you.
And I applaud it.
Thank you.
And that, I think, is the mastery of your show.
Well, I think that there's no one thing anymore. You know what I mean? So people view Lisa Vanderpump and Helen Mirren. They're like, oh yeah, no, I love to watch Lisa Vanderpump on TV and I love to watch Helen Mirren in a movie. Like, why can't I see both of those people in the same place? I think that's what life is today. You know, it used to be just, these are the stars, or this is who's on. And I try to be a representation of what's really happening in culture right now on my show.
I mean, I just love that so much. And I've always said variety is the spice of life.
Yeah.
People have different moods.
Yeah.
And you have to be vast in the way that you reach people, because I just think that the wider net you cast and you have an all ages party and everyone's invited, I want to bounce around. I have a lot of different genres of life that I care about. I want to figure out everything in the self-improvement category, but comedy is my medicine.
Yeah.
And I'm a pop culture junkie.
Yeah.
But I want to also have very timeless discussions, because at some point they're going to be relevant.
Right. Boy, you are a walking mood board, aren't you?
Yes. Oh my God, you get me. You see
me. You are. I mean, it's just all there.
The thing that you do, which is really my goal, and I think very true to who I am, is I feel like you know everybody too, but you're not smug about it. And that is where I turn off as an audience member.
Right.
There's an enthusiasm that is necessary
Yes.
and exciting about, I'm with someone I admire. It doesn't matter if we have history or I know you. I'm still coming at it with an enthusiasm.
Yeah.
And when people come at it with that insider baseball smugness, I can't stand it.
Yeah, I can't either. But I mean, you know, look, on the flip side, I think there are a lot of people who think I'm a disgusting name dropper. So, you know, it's about doing the dance, you know.
I will say, I think you come off like you're having so much fun.
I am.
But you're smart, and none of it seems like an accident because you're very behind the scenes on everything.
Right, yes.
You're doing it.
Yes.
You're the puppet master, the puppet, and everything in between.
Yeah.
And so that's what I take away as an
Thank
audience
you.
member.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Can't
making me
wait.
want to be a better person in so many categories.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
I'm going to keep up with all of these lists, keep you posted in real time about all of them.
Time your
Rushing River.
conversations. Yeah.
There's a book called I Know How She Does It, where a woman equates basically every moment in life to an Excel spreadsheet of time.
Oh, wow.
It's the
Okay.
scariest read. You need
Yeah.
Xanax with it.
Right.
Because I never thought life was that short.
Yep.
And I knew it metaphorically, but not in seconds,
Yeah.
minutes, and hours. So I'm going to start using that principle.
Good. Or else you're going to be kicked off the air. Not kicked off the air, but bumped off the air. You know what I'm saying.
I do.
Yes.
Thank you, Andy.
Thank you, Drew.